Alright, back again, Luke here. And today what I thought we could do is take a look at something a little bit ungaming related, and that is something puzzle related. Now, for those of you who don't know, I do have quite a few different hobbies here, and one of my hobbies, or things that I like to do, is miniature kind of modeling. And if I can find some really cool looking models, what I'll do is I'll pick them up and, go ahead and put them together and try and paint them up, etc. But one thing that I've been really kind of interested in recently is something called Metalic Nano puzzles. And these puzzles are basically metal, and they're flat sheets of metal that have printouts of different structures or cars, robots, all kinds of different things. And you cut the parts out and you bend them into a 3D model. So as an example here, to show you guys, this is one of them. This is a Nissan Skyline, and just looking through the camera here, you're probably going to see a lot of imperfections, but keep in mind that this is quite small, and all of these parts here were made from just flat sheets. So using a pair of needle nose pliers and a pair of scissors, you cut out all of the parts and then you assemble them together, and all you have to do is bend the tabs on these to get them to go together. But as you can see here, there is a lot of detail to these puzzles. The front grille here and the front mirrors, all of these were just flat pieces of metal, but you have to bend them out and kind of turn them into 3D pieces and parts here, which is quite interesting. It takes a lot of time, in general about 2 or at least 2 hours to complete one of these. In most cases it might take you as much as 3 to 5 hours. But the amount of detail that they have on these models is quite unique. I mean, it's quite accurate all the way down to the kind of tread here on the tires, even though it's kind of difficult to see that. But from just taking a look at it from here, from this kind of perspective through the camera, you might not be able to think like, wow, this is really all that great. But when you have a chance to take a look at it up close and in person, you can see all of the detail that goes into this thing, into this puzzle. As you can see here, the tail lights too, they actually protrude out. Those were flat pieces that you have to bend out, and the bumper here as well. But this is just something really nifty that I thought that I would share with you guys here, something that's kind of fun. And it's not too expensive either. And these puzzles are, I don't know, maybe about 20 bucks or so for each puzzle. You guys can see on the inside there, those are the seats, the gear shifter, the steering column, and such. There's the rear view mirror back there. But about 20 bucks you can get one of these puzzles, and like I said, it'll take you about maybe 2 or 3 hours. In some cases it'll take you a bit more. It just depends on the complexity of it. But these are something that are really, really easy to get into. They are a really fun kind of creative way to pass the time, especially if you don't have a lot of money or if you have a lot of time on your hands. This is one way to spend it kind of in a fun way. But this is just one of a couple of them here that I've made up. So this is the Nissan Skyline, the GTR. And we'll put this guy over here. And I'll show you one that I just wound up completing here. This one was a bit more complex and took quite a bit more time. And that is this. This is a castle. Now I'm going to have to probably hold up the camera here so you guys can get a better view of it. But this castle here took about 5 hours to build up, and it might not look like that just through the camera here, but there are a lot of very small, tiny, and very detailed parts to this castle here. The roof section for each one of these roofs is very, very difficult to get down there, and each one of these small tabs which you have to bend down is extremely difficult to do because of the angle and the location of them. You can see down here there's a little stairwell, and the stairs go up into the back here, and it has windows all throughout the back of it, which is just I mean, amazing detail for such a 3D model. And the amount of time that you put into it, it's really worth it once you finally see the final product here. You can see the roof. And there's a walkway through here. It's kind of hard to see, but underneath here there is a walkway that was also built And I think for this one I actually do have the sheet, so I can show you guys a little bit more of what this thing is. Here you can see this is a 360 degree, and it says Metalic Nano puzzle. So with the back of it here, I can probably show you this. These are the pieces, so everything's just in a flat metal sheet, and you can see how intricate and detailed each one of these pieces are. It does come with the instructions, so you don't have to worry about trying to wing it or anything like that, which makes it a lot easier. But when you start chopping parts out from each one of these sheets, the numbering is quite random in some places, so you're kind of looking at sheet 1 here, and then you have to jump back over here for one part, and there's another side of it on the middle sheets, so the numbering can get a bit confusing, and up towards the end when you start cutting these things out, you have a lot of leftover metal, and there's really hard, it becomes really difficult to tell exactly which sheet is which, and a lot of similar looking parts that are on there as well. And once you start getting down towards the end, it's like, okay, is this the part? Oh no, that's not the part. But you can see here there are 2 different ways that you can do it. You can flip the tabs over, or you can twist them, and you can use a pair of needle nose pliers or something even finer than that. What I wound up using is a pair of scissors, but I just figured I'd share this with you guys because it's something quite interesting, quite unique, and nifty here in Japan with these puzzles. And when you get done, you can create something that's 3D. It does have a really nice display factor to it, especially if you have someplace like a glass shelf or something you can put them on. It's really nice. I did wind up getting a, let's see here, a rotating platform, if I can show you guys this one. Let me see if I can move this over here. This is a solar panel, and basically you can stick it out in the sun and it will revolve here 1 revolution every 20 seconds. So when you put the, let's see here, you put the puzzle that you have completed on here, take it near the sun and put it near the window, it will slowly revolve, so you can see your puzzle 360 degrees, and it's all solar powered. But nonetheless, just want to share with you guys something a little bit different, ungaming related, but something quite interesting and fun to do, especially if you have a lot of time on your hands and a little bit short on cash. But yeah, that's about all for me for right now. Like always, I'll put up another video here soon, so thanks for watching.